sleepy, weirdly jet-lagged, incredibly relieved to be here, apologetic that I'm late. Hey Neil, I was just wondering if you ever named your favorite bees? No. Mostly because there's about 60,000 of them in a hive, and apart from the queen, they all look the same. Well, it's the males and the females. The workers all look the same. The drones all look the same too. But we've named hives, because when it comes to bees, what you rapidly discover is the bee itself isn't really the organism. The hive is the organism. The hive has personalities. Hives have personalities. Some hives are really short-tempered and mean, and you're sort of careful around the hive. Some hives are much more easygoing. Some hives are incredibly productive. They just want to make honey, and oh my God, did you see how much honey they made? And some, we had one hive we called the stoner hive. And we called it the stoner hive because you really didn't need beekeeping suit or equipment or anything. You take off the, there's just a lot of bees thing, you do. And it was really weird. Eventually, the stoner hive ran into trouble when the other bees figured out what an incredibly easygoing hive it was. And started going, well, we could go all the way over that field and go and get some nectar, or we can just go next door. And these bees would march into the stoner hive, and the stoner hive bees would go, hey! Good to see you. Yeah, it's sunny. Oh, looking good. And that continued until there were, I went and looked at the hives and discovered they didn't have any honey left. It had all gone, and they just hang around here. We're both out in the honey. And so, I then took what was left of the stoner hive, and I put it on top of another hive with a piece of newspaper between. Because the idea is that the two hives will hate each other. And then during the 3 days, it will take them to eat through the newspaper to fight. They will actually, the pheromones will sort of permeate. And by the time they've finished chewing through the paper to kill each other, they will go, oh, hi. One author said he got his ideas from Schenectady, brackets, New York, by mail. I like that, but wait, there could be a Schenectady somewhere else. Is it Schenectady or Schenectady? Schenectady, yes. I think it was it Harlan Ellison?
Yeah.
No, very long.
I think it is a sense of thinking. He got his idea. Where did you get your ideas? I get my ideas out of my head. I get my ideas mostly by pondering. I get them by thinking things like, what if? And if only. A lot of the time I get them by taking things that are over here, and everybody kind of knows this thing, and things that are over there, and everyone kind of knows that thing, and then you put them together. And suddenly, it feels like it's a real idea. Everybody knows that when the moon is full, a werewolf, it's a man, will turn into a wolf. And if you've been bitten by a werewolf next full moon, you will turn into a wolf. And that's something everyone knows that. And then, right, the ideas of it is just that weird daydream where you start going, I wonder what happens if a werewolf bites a goldfish. And then you go, that's an interesting. I wonder what happens if a werewolf bites a chair. And you're sitting in that chair at the moment where the light of the full moon hits it. And it starts getting hairier. And now you're sitting in a chair. So it's that kind of thing. I think that for writers, we do exactly the same thing that most people do when they daydream, but we're just slightly more aware that this is a thing that's worth keeping an eye on. I was in China once, and I had a bunch of young Chinese would-be science fiction writers asking me about how did they become better science fiction writers. And I remember saying to them, you have to daydream. You have to practice looking out of the window blankly and letting your mind go somewhere else. And I've never seen a room full of people look more shocked. It was as if I had just told a bunch of young monks that they really needed to just get out there and meet some girls.